Bouge, it's Eau Rouge. Don't move a centimetre. We are going to do the Belgian Grand Prix Formula One live. Oh, do I love Eau Rouge. Bouge, don't move. We are coming to you live. Not from Belgium, but from England. But who cares? It's the racing that matters. It's Moneypenny. I'm back again. Oh, and by the way, thank you for all those lovely comments, particularly from all the Max Verstappen fans who were a little bit angry with me. Ha! And you know what I say? Bring it on. Do I look scared? No, I don't. I am not scared at all. It makes for good entertainment. And let's face it, it's much more interesting to talk about sport than it is politics. Yes, stay with me. Bouge. We are starting soon. Come on, bring it on, you Max fans.
Oh, no, I didn't give it away.
Spoiler alert. Here it comes. Okay, we're back. Oh, let's start at the beginning of the race. Why not, just in case you haven't watched the end? Now, for me, the beginning of the race was a bit, yeah, but I've written plentiful notes. So let's start off. Now, remember, Max has a 10-place grid penalty, so he's starting a bit further back in 11th, possibly. So who's right up at the front? Well, we don't have anybody exciting up at the front. Let's not bother watching the first part of the race. Ha! I'm only joking. Okay, so at the beginning, we had line up at the front with Leclerc. Well, he's quite exciting. He's in a red car. That means it's a Ferrari. That means, well, it's partly exciting, isn't it? Now, that's my shopping list. I don't really want to know about that. Just joking. Okay. So the race this week was from Belgium. Oh, what a sucket. And did you see all those fans dressed in orange? I wonder who they are supporting. It wasn't McLaren, because that's papaya, apparently. Papaya! It looks orange to me. I think you've been tangoed. And if you're old enough to understand what I'm talking about, you're in the know. So, right up front. First few laps, well, a bit of a kicker start from Lewis. Okay, sorry, who was on the grid? Right, we had Leclerc up front, followed by Perez and Hamilton, and it all got a bit messy. But Lewis, whoa, did he stick to his guns. We had Lewis and Perez like this, going right through the first few laps. It was pretty close. It was pretty good. Lewis got a good start. Poor Norris got bottled back a bit. Yeah, I think he went flying off at one point, a little bit wide, you know. So, first few laps. But then it got into what is the crucial part about today's Formula One race, which was tyres. Yes, those bits of black with little blobby things on them. Now, fortunately, or unfortunately actually, no rain today. This was a nice, dry, sunny race, as it has been in England. Lovely and sunny. Do you like my stuff? Anyway, we shall start when we kick off. So, Lewis pretty good on the start. Now we get to about the 25th lap. What? You've missed 25 laps? Well, you don't want to hear me go on and on. I'm going to the exciting bit, guys. So, there's only 44 laps in this race. And by the time we get to lap 25, we have got Hamilton, followed by Leclerc, followed by Piastri, followed by Russell, followed by Verstappen, followed by Norris. Now, what is happening in this race is deciding whether to go one stop or two stop. One stop, you say? Who could possibly do it in one stop? Well, somebody who made it onto the podium did it in one stop. Ooh, I wonder who that's going to be. So, tyres are the big issue, okay? Now, also, this race, oh, wait. Bon anniversaire à toi, bon anniversaire à toi. That is for Alonso. I'm sorry, it's not in Spanish. I don't speak Spanish. So, 43rd birthday for Alonso. Oh, 43. He still looks pretty good for 43. I think so. But also, this was a classic race because 11 years to the day that Hamilton won his first ever Formula One race. 11 years to the day. Wow. Now, in the first few 20 laps or so, we had something suspicious moving around. What was that? Lewis radioed in. There's something moving around my feet, he said. What was it? Had a little rat jumped into the car? No. But you know what? I never found out what it was. So here's the quiz of the day. What was moving around Lewis's feet? I don't know. But I did see Verstappen walking around with a mouse earlier in the day. No, that's a blatant lie. Ho, ho, ho. Right, so moving on from the mouse, we had Lewis boxing on lap 26, crucially 2.4 seconds. Now, what was happening in the pits was very significant because some people were not doing too well in the pits. In fact, there was one pit stop where I would not have wanted to be the man in front. What do they call the man in front? They have various things for it. Jackman. The Jackman. Oh, Jackman and McLaren, you deserve an award. You are Braveheart. Yeah, because Piastri went romping into a pit stop, pretty much taking out the poor Jackman. Whew, I would have been changing my underwear, definitely. So pit stops are crucial. Tyres were crucial. Lewis has something moving around his feet. And by lap 33, Piastri had a very bad stop, but came out ahead of Verstappen, which was pretty crucial. Norris was on the back of Perez. Very quick overtake, mind you. And Oscar Piastris, after having taken out the Jackman, wow, was he changed man. Oscar Piastris suddenly, from polite little Australian waiting for his team orders to kick in, goes to fire. I think he's been having little lessons from Daniel Ricciardo. I think the Australians have been together, maybe having some beer and some Barbie, or whatever it is they do over there. Did I know Foster's, I think, is a British drink? Just filling in there. So, Piastri's on a mission. He's full of fire. He's really pushing it in. He's doing pretty well. But then what happens? Right, well, this is where it comes key to who is on the podium at the end of the race. This is George Russell. Now, George has one stop. Right, we're on lap 37. The order at this time, Russell, Hamilton, Piastri, Leclerc and Verstappen, okay? And there's only 5.5 seconds separating the top three. It's gonna get good. Ooh, it's gonna get good. Don't forget Bouge, Eau Rouge. Don't move a centimetre. Come back here, come back. I saw that, come back here. Okay, right, so do we get team orders, we wonder? Because at this stage, we have got George Russell right at the front, followed by his teammate, Lewis Hamilton. Now, we know what happened in the previous race, don't we? Yes, we do. Oh, we had a very uncomfortable position with the McLaren boys dunking tea biscuits. And anyway, I wish I'd been in there. Are we going to pull team orders at Mercedes? CrowdStrike. Somebody mentioned CrowdStrike. Don't say that word. That's a swear word. Although the shares haven't actually gone down that. Anyway, this was Mercedes domination at the front. Lewis and George Russell. And the commentators are, will they? Won't they? Team orders, no team orders. Yes! Do you know what? They let them race. Well done, Mercedes. Well done. Let them race. Okay, so we've got Russell right at the front. Although we do get a mention coming in on the radio. Please play nice, boys. Please don't hurt each other. Don't damage the car. It's only worth a few billion quid. Yes, obviously. So, Ricciardo popped up into the points as well. I think the Australians have been on the Barbie. I think there was a few beers going down there. Okay, so Perez by this point, by the way, poor Perez. I mean, he was right at the front to start with. What happened? He's 21 seconds behind. 21 seconds to go. 21 seconds to go. Where is Perez? 21 seconds. What was he doing? Did he get out his knitting? Or did he find whatever was crawling around in Lewis's car and decide to take it for a walk? I don't know. But he was going a fairly pedestrian pace. So, by this point, we are getting towards the end of the race. Remember, it's only 44 laps. And we have got tyre strategies. That mean pretty much everybody is on a two-stop strategy. So at this point, we've got Lewis Hamilton on the hard tyres, 2 stops. George Russell, hard tyres, 1 stop. And we're getting to the point where it's going to get a little bit tight if George wants to come in again. So he doesn't. George Russell, are you becoming the new tyre king? Ooh, what was it Randall said? He's going to be something like the factory driver. I don't know. It's a new award that he's obviously come up with. I think they're going to put him into trucks, probably. Right. Stop wittering, Moneypenny. Stop wittering, you say. We've got 5 laps to go. 5 laps to go. George Russell is leading. He's stopped once. We've got 30 laps. 30 on one set of tyres. This is at Belgium. I mean, thank God it wasn't raining. I wish it was. Lewis, 14 laps on his tyres, okay? There's only about 1.5 seconds between the two of them, 5 laps to go. And suddenly we get the message, you're allowed to race, boys. Yes, we say, get on with it. Bring it on, okay. Oh, the last 5 laps. We definitely do not leave your television. I don't care if the kettle's boiled. Do not leave the television. So we bring on Hammer Time and Russell Rumble. Russell Rumble. Actually, they said Russell Hustle on Sky. I like the Russell Rumble better. So we've got Hammer Time and Russell Rumble. We've got a couple of laps to go. Are they going to push each other off? Is there going to be a Hammer Time flyer leaving his teammate behind him? What's going to happen? Woo! Eau Rouge! Bouge! God, the speed they go through there. So, do not miss a centimetre because what's happening behind the Mercedes? It's the McLaren boys. Ooh! Now, much as Norris is making some very good headway, he's got a couple of other people around him. But Piastri! He's been on the Australian Barbie. He's been having lessons with Ricciardo. He's fired up. Oh dear. as he left it too late. My heart, I tell you, was pumping hard. I was screaming at the television because at this point there are centimeters between the Mercedes, but they're not looking behind them.
Here comes Piastri. Go!
Don't worry. Here comes the spoiler. Yes. George Russell wins the race. Lewis in second. I don't think he was that happy. He looked a bit, because, I mean, let's face it, after winning his first race the other week, Lewis has got that in his blood. Eau Rouge. That's red blood. Or it's red water. Maybe it's wine. I think I need a drink. Anyway, thank you for joining me. The final lap is tremendous. It's a brilliant race. It's definitely worth watching. Piastri didn't quite catch them, but whoa, did they leave it till late. If it had been one more lap, Piastri would have been, and that Mercedes double would have been downhill. Thank you for coming back to me.
There's Money Penny with Formula One.